First, let me introduce myself. My name is Ernesto Burbank, the National Torichini. Bashishchin, Twahetlini National Kiani Dashe, Tlisla Nensla, David Out Nensla. So, the people that say I'm not Navajo, well, I speak my language pretty good. So, if you ever want to have a conversation with me, call me. You know, we're not here to judge one another. We're not here to tell each other what's wrong with one another. We are here in solidarity for not only the Mother Earth, but for the children and the elders, our ancestors. You know, today Jordan had touched down on a lot of things with North Dakota. The news anchor wanted to talk facts. Jordan gave him facts. He ran from it. And then he wants to talk technicalities. Jordan gave him that. You know, we covered all ends of this. And still, nobody wants to take it serious. The 22nd is coming, whether you like it or not. You know, and what really concerns me right now is people are forgetting about the prophecy of the black snake. Instead, the system has you concerned about the trash pickup that they're putting in our camps. We had a video that had shared them dumping trash onto Oceti. How do you expect us to clean it up when you're dumping stuff still? You know, we're doing our best to clean it up. And I cannot stress that enough. Everybody knows in Oceti that we have been there cleaning. The people of camp have been cleaning and working their asses off. And then you have enough nerves to dump more trash where we're trying to clean. And then go to the news and say there's feces when there's compost toilets. And then you say you're worried about what's going to go into the river. And then you dump more trash. How in the world does that make sense? You say you're worried about the environment. So how does it make sense when you're dumping more garbage into where the flood zone is? These things they will never answer for, as they have never answered for anything. They will never, ever take responsibilities for their actions. Instead, they hide behind laws that they manipulate and they twist and turn. There have been numerous of people hurt through this whole movement. Through the whole thing. Our sister, you know, she's barely gaining sight back. Our sister that got shot in the arm. Our brother that got shot in the head. Numerous of things. But yet, they are going to tell you lies as they have told you lies from the beginning. You want to talk language? You want to speak truth? How long have you been manipulating that book? How long have you been lying to the people? You imposed this on us, on our grandparents, on our ancestors, telling them it's a better way of life. It's God's will, right? Right? This is not a game. You know, I channel a lot of my anger and hurt through humor because it's all I got. But I don't play with the Creator the way you do. I don't manipulate His people the way you do. And I certainly do not agree with the things you do. The Pope has talked to you. So all Catholic people, that's the guy you go to. He's like your medicine man. He's like your elder. Or do you have no acknowledgement of that man right now because you are after your own intentions? Does greed really have you that far strung out? Does the materialistic things in this world really run your life? You talk about a better way for the children. You know, through this whole journey, I've been trying to find solutions for our existence, for our children's existence. You know, it's hard. It's hard because everybody that's around you is pure love. That's my brothers and sisters right there in camp. So all the people that left and want to judge, you're only playing their game. You're only back into their existence. You see, you had a chance to wake up. And you woke up. You unplugged to the matrix. You seen how dirty the world really is. You seen how unjust it really is. Does it scare you? Because it doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare none of our brothers and sisters. It doesn't scare none of our grandmas or our grandfathers that's right there in this camp. Because we have a right to exist. We have a right to live. We have a right to have clean water for our children. If you want to talk about what the news people say, they say, oh, it's got the newest technology. And he answered this. He answered this on his own, whether you guys realized it or not. He said, with all the new technology, you're speculating, and all your facts was due to the pipeline being old. Therefore, it has to age for it to break. What do we do every day? We age. So when them pipelines bust, it might not be in your lifetime, but it will be in your children's lifetime. And I can guarantee you that. That is not speculation. Because by then, maybe by then, they would pump and frack all they've wanted, and it's going to cause such an imbalanceness that your children are going to have nowhere to go. Nowhere. Nowhere. Do you guys understand that? It's all fun and games and laughter about the water protectors and how they're not even about what they say. But have you ever took a stand for what you truly believe in? For true existence? The people of the Bible, the people of Christianity, I invite you to stand with us. You know, I grew up in a Christianity home. Still, back home, you got NAC, Native American Church. So you see, just by this, we have learned how to coexist without taking more than we need. We have accepted your Christian ways, and yet you have yet to show us what God's will is. You do not lead by example. If manipulating and lying is your example, you will not have existence. All my Diné people, I invite you in prayer to stand with us. The Dakota people have came to help us when our elders needed them. So how dare you judge me for standing up here? Big Mountain, look into it. They've performed sun dances. So when I say a ho, that is a sign of respect for the people that are around me because I love them like my family. If you want to judge anybody, judge yourself. I don't have time to explain all these things about judgment or judging people. I do not choose to waste my time doing that with you no more. I will elaborate on it further, but I will not have those discussions with you, because if you say who you say you are and you're of a spiritual being, what connects you to spirituality? Is it the law enforcement? Is it the government system? Or is it the Creator? Where is your prayers? Where is your warrior spirit? I can never, ever beg my oppressors for mercy, because I will not let them oppress me. Oppression is gone. I live in freedom. My emotions of hurt is not from being free. It's from the way this world is set up and the way you allow it. The way you allow it to oppress you again and again and again. When are we going to stand as a people? When are we going to believe in our prayers? When are we going to believe in our ancestors and the visions that they've got? I've looked at this from every point of view. Trust me, believe you me. I have asked the Creator, where am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to leave? He doesn't want me to go. He says, you're with your people. I had a dream the other night, and it scared me. It says, your people are lost. And through this vision, we were all praying together. And we turned into a mountain. And as much as we were brutalized and hurt, we returned to the stars and we were happy. How can you not want that? How can you not want to be free? How can you not want to love one another? How can you allow time and time again for you not to belong to yourself? I'm agitated. Not because of Dapple. They don't have nothing on me. They have no existence the way I have no existence to them. I pray for them. I ask for them to get healing. Especially the men that are pouring gasoline and standing and having lunch on the person that's buried on that hill. We've asked them in a respectful way to please respect the people that have passed. But yet they will not, and they never will listen. That is their way. Now, is that the way you want to live? To where what you're told what to do, how to feel, what tastes good and what doesn't taste good, what is good, what is bad? Or do you want to live in freedom and live with the Creator that has given you everlasting love, that has given you air, that has given you your children, that has given you the water, that has given you the land that we walk upon? Yeah, truth hurts. It does. They want to tell you about God's will. What did they do to God's Son? Answer me that. Did they ever take Jesus down? No, they kept him up there. His people had to bring him down. They whipped him all the way while he's carrying their burdens and that cross. And that's exactly what's going on right now. Everybody out there is being Peter right now. You have denied him. And you have, in your greedy ass ways, sold him out for silver. You have become Judah. You see what I'm saying? See how that works? You imposed it on us. You told us to learn this book. We've learned it. We've understood it. My question to you is, if you believe in it so much, why are you so disconnected to your own Creator? No. This movement is not just about the indigenous people. The indigenous people are used to everything that's going on, and we have accepted it and we smiled because we still will stand, and we will never lay down for you. All your guns, all your war tactics, all your intimidation, wearing your bulletproof vest around the casino, driving around 4 or 5 cars deep after one person, pulling out your elderly grandmas out of their van, trying to intimidate them. Do not intimidate none of us. If you did, we wouldn't be here. We stand. And the funniest thing about me and you, we will always stand up for something when you stand for nothing. You cannot even stand for yourself. You have to hide behind your military force. And from there, you impose brutality. You bring your own conviction. You think that judge that judges us in those courtrooms will help you when you're being judged? He's probably going to be standing right there with you, being judged by the Creator. See, I don't fear man because he is only man. My Creator, our Creator, is the ultimate law. Or have you forgotten where you came from? Mother Earth will show you how small you really are if you want to keep playing. We're trying to save you. Do you not comprehend that? You have showed us your language, and we speak it to you because you did not want to have time to understand or even care about our language. Not only that you didn't care about it, you tried to erase it from our memories. What ended? What ended? What ended? See? That's the power of our ancestors speaking. You can ask my mom. I'm not supposed to be talking. I didn't talk till like 5 or 6. But when the ancestors want you to speak, they make sure that you're able to speak the words, because it is not your words, it is theirs. And that's what it says in the Bible. He speaks through you. He said, the only way to get to me is through my son, Jesus. You already had killed him. You already crucified him. And then he still gives you away and says, ask for forgiveness, and I will give you eternal life. And yet you're so hard-headed and so greedy that you can't even forgive yourself. Is that how selfish you are to your children? Is it all about your mistress? Is it all about the money? Is it all about the shoes? What is it all about? Because you don't take none of those with you. Or have you forgotten? And if you do, you're contradicting yourself. Because you're saying you don't want to trash the earth, but by you burying yourself with all your prized possessions, you're creating filth and garbage back into the ecosystem. So every which way you turn, we will be right there with the answer. Because we do not provide the answers, only the Creator does. We are only vessels of these visions, of these missions, of these journeys. Never forget about the prophecies of our people. The Hopis talk about it. Even in our culture, the Dene culture, that's where we're at right now in this world. We're lost in illusion. That's what that means. Or have you forgotten your language? Or do you pretend you're not Dene? Because you are the people. That's what Dene means. The people. They're in service for one another. One another. If anybody is in the military, they know what that means. No one left behind. Stand for the right people. Your people. You are human. You are a person. And I want to love you for the person that you are. I don't want to commend you for the medals that you have received or none of that. I just want to appreciate you for what's right here in your heart. For the beautiful children you have, for the beautiful family that you have. I don't see stars and stripes. I don't. I don't see it. Because I see you as a person, as an everlasting being, as my brothers and sisters. No, a lot of people want to talk a lot. That's all they'll ever do, is talk a lot. But there has to be a point in time for all the talking that you're doing in this world. There's going to be a moment when you have to stand up for that. When you have to back it up. Or you can lay down and let this system walk all over you. And then you can beg some more. And they can walk over you some more. And then they'll tell you, just go get them coffee just the way they like. And then when they don't like the way you made their coffee, they'll send you back to Starbucks and make you get it again and again until they are happy. Not until you're happy. When are you going to fight for your happiness in this world? When people hear the word fight, they automatically think they're talking about an engagement of something physical. That's where they've trained you. Automatic thoughts. That's what they create every single day when you turn on that TV. When you turn it on, they start giving you doses until you no longer know what to believe. Until you are told what to believe. Until you are no longer yourself. The 22nd is coming. And they will forcefully remove us. They have not or never will give us a direct answer. They dance around these answers and questions. Because you see, he's only a representative. And that's what you are to them. We tell you what to do. We tell you what to think. That is their way of life. Are you happy with that way of life? Honestly. Or you have no opinion, no thought, no nothing. And the saddest part of it all is they're using you to get to your children so you can feed your children the hatred. So you can feed your children the greed. So you can turn on that television every day and ignore your child. Are we that lost? Are we? Or are you that lost? Because I'm not. I'm wide awake. It just scares me that you will allow the rate to go on of this beautiful earth that has been given as a gift to existence. Not to you, not to me. To existence. Existence. Meaning your children will have life on this earth. You pride yourself of what you know, right? You have all the answers around your relatives, right? Okay. So if you have all the answers, when there's no fresh water left, and your children are fighting and killing each other for the last remainder of the waters, what then? Do you have an answer then? Because it's going to be no longer your problem the way you see it, right? It's your children's problem. Are we that far gone from parenting that we don't care about our children? Because I've met the most beautiful human beings in camp that will jeopardize their freedom, their lives, just to give their children existence. You know, you can argue with me all you want. I am not the one oppressing you. You want to be mad at me when I'm trying to give you love and life. You want to be mad because you don't want to be torn from that world because that steak tastes so good. Well, what do those cows eat, those Anguses eat that you so love? Grass. What allows the grass to grow? Pretty simple when you break it down, right? It's really sad because so many people on this earth feel like it is not their responsibility because they didn't make the mess. That is only an excuse for you not to do anything. That is only an excuse for you to lay down and let them do as they please with you. That is only an excuse for you to lay down and let them take your children. That is only an excuse for them to take your existence and who you are. Be proud of who you are. Never be ashamed of who you are. And definitely don't be ashamed of your past, because that's what built you to get here, to get through all the struggles in life, because you were breathing, you were a living proof that through all the hardship, through all the struggle, you can stand, you can live, you have strength. You have a chance to believe in your prayers. You have a chance to believe in your ancestors. More importantly, you have a chance to be who you are. The only thing we have is ourselves to give back to this earth. There's no amount of money, there's no amount of cars, there's no amount of houses that you can offer the Creator, because He is the Creator. None of that impresses Him. You know what impresses Him? Is that love that you have for existence, for your brothers and sisters, for your elders, for your children. You can't drive up in a Lamborghini. You cannot drive up in a Porsche and think it's going to be all good. Think God's in the club with you? Where you wearing your cool gold chains? He will look at you and look at your cool gold chain and ask you why His Son is still hanging on that cross around your neck. And you will have no answer, because being cool is not an answer. Being a baller is not an answer. Be you. Just be you. That's it. That's all you need in this life. I'm not perfect in no way, no how. And I'm still learning every day. I want to learn my ways. And I'm thankful for the people that have been giving me the time to show me these things. To sit down and perform these ceremonies with me and for me. So you see, you asked me where my love is at. I have not once been invited by the FBI to go sweat lodging. I have not once been invited by the president to pray, to be in a ceremony, to connect to Mother Earth, to Takashala, to the Yin, to the Creator, to God. For all you guys that think that we do not have a common language, we do. It's called prayer. I'm tired. Not of the missions that's ahead of me, but I'm tired of the lies and the manipulations of the system. That's how tripped up it gets me, because I am so tired of what they feed you. And I stand back and watch and try to tell you, don't take the apple from the snake. But you love that apple so much, and you will give your life to that snake at all costs. You're going to have to ask yourself tonight where you stand at. Do you stand with life? Or do you stand to give your life over freely, to be pillaged and taken from existence? And then they will take your children still. That is not speculation, that is a fact. And I've seen that all over this state. I might not have come from this state. I might never have endured racism that high. But I can certainly understand it and relate to it. I don't fault you for it. I just ask you to wake up and beware of what you feed your children. the more you give hate to them, the more hate that's going to spread through this world. The more you lie to them and manipulate them, the more they're going to grow accustomed to it and think that's a way of life. The 22nd is approaching. We got tomorrow and the following day, 2 o'clock. You have a choice. If you want to stand in prayer and allow the world to know that you will no longer be oppressed. You will never ever buy into the illusions. You will become one with your existence and the one that gives you life. And it's going to be the happiest day ever, because you will be free. People say, oh, they only do it to the indigenous people. No. Get that way of thought and erase it. Because they've done it to the black people. They've done it to the Hispanic people. And the craziest thing is they've done it to their own people. See what I'm saying? It's a sickness that you allow yourself to be a part of. So heal and allow us to help you heal through laughter, through love, through understanding, through creation, through existence. You know, so many times in this life, I've asked myself as I laid there in prison, I want to be something. I want to make good for all my bad. I want to give life to my children. That's the opportunity is here. And I am thankful for the Creator for giving me all the people to provide that journey for me. You see, when you are no longer afraid of their guns, of their manipulation, of their military, you become a threat because you're able to heal people and disconnect them to the fakeness that they provided, to the fakeness they built America on. When was America great? All America ever had stood for was bullying other nations for their natural resources. And you say I'm lying? Well, if you're on any reservation or any territory, why are you in there? This land is enough for all of us. But they've conquered. They've told you, this is where you're gonna live. They told you, this is how you're gonna feel. This is what you're gonna believe in. And not only that, when we run out of other resources on the land that we pick, we're gonna come back and get some more of your natural resources. And not only that, we're gonna put laws on how you can be sustainable. And then they turn around, they tell their people they only live on food stamps. They only live on government assistance. And that's the biggest joke ever. I can't even get food stamps, homie. Let's go figure that. See what I'm saying? It's all a lie. It's all a manipulation. And they will hide behind their military and police forces. You will never see Trump in that front line. That's the type of leader you guys have. Our leader stands with us. That's the difference between us. You will never see any of those senators ever stand in the front line and do the brutalization themselves because they cannot stomach it. So they run and hide. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Listen up. All you politicians out there. All you wannabes out there. It's all you ever gonna be is a wannabe. Because you will only never ever be in charge, but you will always be subject to them. And when they're done with you, they will throw you away. When was America great? They made Michael Jackson hate himself because of the color of his skin. Because of the way his nose was. But yet, America is great in some type of way. The only reason why America is great is because we exist in America. We the people. As Diné people, you should be the first people to be disrespected because they've used our ancestors, our elders in their wars, and they have manipulated our language to win these wars. I didn't see none of those presidents, none of those senators, none of those politicians at the Window Rock Fair. I didn't see none of them in their honorings. They did something small for him to pat him on the back. But in reality, those men and women have gave your great America existence. Because you couldn't do it. You were scared. You were shook by a country that wasn't even nearly as strong as you. So who did you run to for salvation? The Diné people. You ran to us for help. Ran, begging. Sounds all too familiar, right? Cried, pleading, promising, manipulating, lying to my chase so you can win your dirty wars. Well, I will not let you manipulate me in those manners, and I will definitely not stand with you. As a Diné person, I am disrespected by the love that you show our people. I am disrespected by your lies, but I laugh at your laughter because you had to beg us. You had to cry. Yeah, you did. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. So see, your leader, make America great, he's a beggar too. He will lay down and cry for your help when he needs it. And he will lie to you, and he will manipulate you and your people and your children. Stand up for something right. Quit standing up for things that people tell you to stand up for. Believe it in your heart. Know it's the truth. Quit making excuses for why you can't stand up. Quit hiding behind racism. Quit hiding behind the government and the system. Because they don't care about you, and they never will. You can be replaced easily in their world. In ours, you will forever and always be loved and cherished daily. Because you are a part of us. Our heart beats as one. That's what those songs are. That's what those prayers are. When has the president came to your home and prayed with you? When has the senators came to your house and cooked for you? When have they invited you to their homes? Or do you got to be a certain class to be at their parties, to laugh at their jokes, to communicate with them? When will you understand that this Mother Earth loves you, that this Creator loves you? Because if they didn't, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. Stand up for what is right in prayer. They can brutalize us. They can shoot us. They can wipe our existence off. We are well aware of that. But that will never stop us from praying. That will never, ever stop us from loving our children, our existence, our connection to our Mother Earth and our Father, the Creator. You can never take that. So we are a threat to you because your system means nothing to us. The people of Earth we connect to. Those I will stand for. Your manipulations and lies, I will never accept. All the sickness that you've brought to our people, you have not taken responsibility for. And I don't expect you to. Because I know your words are empty. I know the only reason why you exist is, sorry to tell you this, because of the air that the Creator gave you, because of the water that Mother Earth has blessed you with. And that is the only reason why you are a walking, talking dummy. Because you have disconnected yourself, and for one moment you thought you had some type of power. You thought you could do it better than the Creator. You thought wrong. Can you control a tsunami? Can you control a tornado? Can you control an earthquake? No. The only thing you can control is sickness and diseases that you impose on people. And I will never stand for your sickness. I will never stand for your manipulation. That's why I'm tired. Because I see you, even when others don't. And on the 22nd, you will do what you're gonna do. There's no talking you out of it. There's nothing that we can say to you. Because you're waiting for an order. Are you not? Do you not belong to yourself? Do you not have your own opinions and thoughts and love and energy? Or do you wait for orders? Because if you are, Denny's is hiring. Yeah. How comedy is that? It's the truth though. That's all you ever will be, is a waiter to them. And you will be lucky if you get a tip. You will be lucky if they don't stiff you for their meals. Because the way they feel, you owe them everything and they owe you nothing. Because to them, you are nothing. With our way of life, every person is somebody. Every person is valued. Every person is loved. And we want you to experience that with us. We want you to care about your children. We want you to go back to existence and really mean your prayers. When you sat down this evening and you prayed with your children at that dinner table, did you pray for their future? These are real questions you got to ask yourself. It's not for me, it's for you. I've been sat down by the Creator because I was hard-headed. But the key to it is listening. Can you open your heart to listen? Or are you so well trained that even when the Creator knocks at your door, you were told to shut that door? You were told to deny Him? Are you that well trained that you will not love your neighbors, your brothers and sisters? That's all I gotta say to you tonight. So when the 22nd comes, you have a choice. You will either be in prayer, because there's going to be something spectacular that happens when everybody on this earth prays, and that energy vibrates through the whole earth. It will be something you will never be able to explain. But if we don't, and only us at camp are praying, well, gotta explain that to the Creator one day when He asks you where you were at. Are you gonna tell Him you were at the mall, ordering a smoothie? Are you gonna tell Him you were at the theater watching the newest movie? Are you gonna tell Him that you're out at the outlet mall buying Coach bags and Gucci purses? Where were you at when I asked for your help? Where were you at when I asked for clothing? Where were you at when I was hungry? Where were you at when I needed your love? Where were you at? Pray. Stand in prayer. Don't be ashamed of your prayers. Don't be ashamed of who you are. It's never too late to ask for forgiveness. I'm talking to all you DAPL workers. Never too late. I love you and your children because they were a creation from the Creator Himself. So I have no room in my heart to hate you. When you're beating down my brothers and sisters and my elders and shooting them with rubber bullets and macing us and ripping us out of our homes and bringing weapons to our churches, we will still love you because we are not a way of hate. We have let go of that life when we woke up. We have let go of that life because it only creates division. It only creates hatred among our children. Stop force-feeding them things that they don't deserve. What they do deserve is love. Show them on the 22nd that you could be a person of God, of love. Show your children how beautiful it is to really live life free. Show your children and teach them the right ways. I don't want you to wake up 5 years from now and say, why did I do this? Why did I hurt these people? And go running to your family for excuses. I want you to wake up now, tonight, this morning. And I want you to ask yourself, where do I stand in all this? Am I of the Creator or am I of the system? And when you put that suit on and you put your riot gear on and you put your billy clubs on and you put on your guns, ask yourself and look at yourself in the mirror. Would you ever walk up to God like that and greet him? And beat him? Because you're going to be no different from the people that whipped Jesus. You're going to be no different than the people that judged Jesus. You will be no different from your oppressor. So I ask of you, from one human being to another, to please consider being human with us. To allowing the Creator to work those miracles that you so much pray for. For the Creator to bless you and your family the way you pray for. It will be done through action. And you have a choice to make the right decisions through your actions. We will not hate you. We will love you. So, that's what I got to say tonight. And no more live feeds. No more live feeds. We don't know what's going to happen on the 22nd. We don't. All I ask is for you guys to pray. And if you're able to come out, there's Black Hoop, there is Cheyenne River, there's Sacred Stone. You know, it's up to you to come to pray with us and take that stand of prayer, solidarity, unity. Not for you, not for me, for your children and the generations to come. So, yeah, thank you. It was beautiful again.